Well, thank you, Shaw, so much. I think the Shaw Blackman fan club got you off guard a little bit there, back there, cheering in the middle of your speech. But I just appreciate the kind introduction. We are honored to be here today. Honored to have our great First Lady Marty Kemp with us and one of the first daughters, Lucy Kemp, with us. They have been great representatives of our state. I also just want to thank Commissioner Robin Crittenton with the Department of Revenue, and she's got some of her team members here. This is a very busy time of year with them. So is the legislative session, but they did a great job helping us implement a lot of the things that Shaw talked about. So, Rob, thank you for all your good work. We're grateful for your folks. I also just want to thank Lieutenant Governor Duncan for his leadership and for the kind words, as well as Shaw and also Senator Huffstedler for all the work that really we all did working together to figure out how to hash this out and get the bill across the finish line. Well, we have a great team. I talk about that all the time, and we got a lot of good things done this year, but it's because we worked together. You know, even when there were some disagreements on things, we never let that bog us down. We kept working and grinding through it, and I just appreciate the Lieutenant Governor's leadership, and both the chairmen did a great job. I, like Shaw, want to thank Speaker Ralston for his leadership. I know he wanted to be with us today, but he had a prior engagement, and as you can imagine, my schedule's a little busy these days. So we just couldn't figure out how to get him down here, but I just want to thank Speaker Ralston as well. I think, Shaw, you put that very well when you mentioned him. I also want to thank the other members of the General Assembly that are here on both sides of the aisle that voted overwhelmingly for this tax decrease. I know we got a lot of local elected officials. I can't thank Shaw enough for recognizing all the representatives that are here. But I appreciate also Mayor Randall Walker, Mayor John Harley, Councilman Robert Jones, Commissioner Byrd, obviously Sheriff Talton. I know former Commissioner Tom McMichael's here, former Chairman Ned Sanders is here, and I know Ned made it through that tornado too. We're proud to have you with us, Chairman. I want to thank Sheriff Lewis Walker, School Superintendent Scott, Sheriff Deese is here, Sheriff Tondy, Sheriff Watson, Sheriff Peavy, and I'm sure I've missed some others, but just I talk to people about Houston County a lot around the state. This is a great community. You've had great leadership over the years, and you still do, and I just appreciate the great job that you are doing to really just build a great state-local partnership. And I certainly want to thank Charles and his team at White Diamond Grill for hosting us this afternoon. This is an incredible story. Well, it's really an incredible story. I was talking to the chief earlier. He said I think he met his wife or either his parents got engaged here. I mean, just a lot of those 70-year memories that you talked about. And this tax cut is designed to put more money in hardworking Georgia's pocket. So before they leave today, since they got the money coming, they can go ahead and buy something on the way out. Since we have disrupted your operations this afternoon, so we'll be doing the same. But y'all are very gracious to have us, and it's a great reminder, as Lieutenant Governor Duncan said, that we were right to protect both lives and livelihoods during the pandemic, and not to let the critics influence us when we reopened our economy. We let hardworking Georgians and the folks serving our state decide that, and that's the way it should be. But because we made the tough decisions when it mattered the most, and because we had a conservative approach to budgets and governing that all these legislators had a part in that are here today and many others, Georgia is leading the nation in the Great Recovery. And we are in a unique position to provide much-needed relief to hard-working taxpayers at a time when they are burdened with sky-high inflation caused by policies coming out of Washington, D.C. And as Shaw did a great job of mentioning, it's really when you're on the, I say this a lot, but when you actually hear somebody say it, it's hard to believe we were able to do all this in 1 year. It's incredible. But thus far, we've signed a law for a tax refund that puts over $1 billion back in the pockets of our hardworking citizens, suspended the gas tax to help ease the pain at the pump at just the right time. And just last week, as Shaw mentioned, we did the military retirement income tax exemption, the first in our state's history, which is going to be huge for this area. and many others around the state. And I've said earlier, we can't fix everything that Washington has broken, but we're doing our part to lessen the pain on people's wallets here in Georgia. And today we will put into place a more long-term system of relief. And I strongly believe that government should take in the very least amount possible needed to serve the people properly. We must never forget that taxpayer dollars are the people's money. They're not the government's. And HB 1437 provides the largest tax cut in Georgia history. And once fully implemented, it will save an average Georgia family of four making $60,000 over $600 per year on their state taxes. And I think Shaw did a great job of explaining how we looked at all the folks that are making money in our state, and we're proud of that, and we want to help them all. And we are using these savings, like I said before, to buy something at Charles's place before you leave. So we'll make sure they don't forget that, Charles. Over a period of 7 years, it will cut the current rate of 5.75 that most Georgians pay to just 4.99%, or to 4.99%. These decreases are purposely separated over that span of time and will begin in 2024 to ensure the state is able to respond appropriately to any unexpected or sudden downturns in the economy. Thankfully, despite the headwinds we're facing because of bad inflation and bad policies on the federal level, Georgia is poised to remain a top destination for new jobs and investment, and we are seeing that every day. Our strong and growing workforce, our logistics and transportation assets like the Georgia Ports Authority, now a national model, in the world's most utilized airport, and our approach to partnering with job creators to bring opportunity to every corner of our state means an economy that will continue to thrive in our state. As it does, and if and when we hit the growth triggers specified in this bill, all Georgia taxpayers will benefit from that success. So in closing, I again want to thank everyone for standing here with me today who helped make this tax cut possible, and there's a lot of you, including our partners at the Department of Revenue who are tasked with implementing this important proposal. We tell people all the time when we're all across this state, Georgia continues to be the best place to live, work, and raise a family, even in the face of truly unprecedented times, because of days like today, when we're putting Georgians and their needs first. Over this last legislative session, we have worked to build a stronger, safer Georgia for all who call the Peach State home. And today is just the latest fruit from that good labor. So thank you all for being here. God bless you. And with that, let's sign HB 1437 into law. Thank you.